5 years ago, a teenage Caleb Jack ventured on a project to find his creative voice by producing 101 videos about things that I cared about and things that you should care about too. Love and passion and adventure, and what you're watching now is the finale of this project, one of the 10 final Vilms. Consider this video, and not just me, but the light bouncing off me that is then being internalized by the camera and picked up by an image sensor that is processed within the camera to create image data, which is then stored on the memory card and then edited into this video that you're watching right now. But what happens when the creator decides not to use color or opts for some unconventional aspect ratio? What does it mean when the creator decides to remove the... Actually, we're probably going to need that audio. For me, the most interesting part about these moving images is how they can be used to portray a narrative, how they're manipulated and how they're deconstructed. Has it ever occurred to you that the most revered artists aren't creating in a way that is conventionally good? Instead, they're challenging our parameters of what we consider good. John Crickfellow once said, in regards to his illustrations on the cartoon Ren and Stimpy, never draw the same face twice. These are ideas that are integral to my creative pursuits, and most notably, the Vilm. For me, it was never monthly challenges or daily vlogs, it was documentaries, sitcoms, and social experiments. What set my ideas apart from the rest of the internet is that they weren't informed by YouTube's algorithm or trends. Just as any great creative did, I looked to the plethora of art before me and pondered how I could challenge and improve upon it in a modern context. Videos were inspired by music, technological advances, and cultural movements. This was an important pillar of the Vilm. Purposefully removing myself from common standards, it meant I could exist and experiment within my own paradigm. Anti-social media. I think social media is ruining us. I think we have to be really careful if we're going to use it, and I think most, if not all, myself included, of those who use it, even if they think it's for good, are still negatively affecting ourselves and others. That's why I made the decision to make this project finite, a ticking time bomb, because when you remove yourself from this algorithm and operate without expectation, we are liberated with the opportunity to create and learn recklessly. Videos were deliberately copyrighted in order to limit its potential reach, and consistency was thrown out the window in order to remain carefully intentional, all in the hopes of serving myself and staying true to my own expression. It has been important to me to retain this purity and create a body of work untainted by success or money to portray the coming of age of a young artist. Me. So disregarding what a lot of creators will say, I don't think story is the most important part of video making. I think your drive is paramount. Why are you telling these stories? I see the film's reason of existence as serving something larger than entertainment for an audience. I'm exercising my creative muscle as a building block to something larger. But that's really just half the story. When I look at this boy, a young Caleb Jack 5 years ago, I see a wide-eyed enthusiast of adventure. So when he found that key to the adventure he craved so much in the form of a camera, he held on to it tightly, attached his identity to it, and pivoted all his plans in pursuit of it. And the early praise he received for these video creations suggested his camera could double as a ticket to anywhere. 20 teenagers renting out a mansion? Oh, it's just a video about friendship. Attaching a giant banner over the main highway? Oh, it's just a video about gratitude. Videos were repurposed as a means of digesting ideas and understanding myself, yes. But they were also born out of a deep insecurity to leave something behind. Although it's debatable whether these motivations are positive in the long run, I know I've made some cool things because of it. But it's only along the way that I learned I want to pour this energy into something more purposeful. I want to separate my creations from my everyday life, and I want to be creative in a context alongside the ones I love. So out of these 101 virtue films, there's really only one thing that I would immediately recommend everyone to take from here. That is to find a pen and journal Write about yourself and focus on finding your unique voice. It is a form of therapy, education, play, challenge, and prayer. It can come in the form of painting, songwriting, or sculpting, and for me, it was video making. It will tear you down but rebuild you stronger in ways you could never imagine. The artist's hidden journey is getting to know themselves. And everyone has that innate creative power within them that they can access, but it'll only bloom if they're brave enough to put it out there. It's taken about a week to try and understand and sum up this whole project into this video, and there's still so much that I could say, but like many of my other videos, this is an amalgamation of some very raw thoughts, and they're not cited or referenced in some fancy scholarly article, but rather they are truths that I have experienced and strived to understand. And my hopes would be, as you have experienced these videos alongside me, that you would seek off on your own adventures, that you would forget all about me, and you'd be far off in some land, but feeling these truths too.